can do it. I'll keep an eye on it. Well, actually, no, because I'll go big with mine. Well, honestly, I can do it. If you don't want to start and stop the clock, I got it. I'm comfortable enough now. I got it. It's a fun challenge. All right, good morning, Raptors families, and welcome back to another fine, cold morning in Wake Forest, North Carolina, for our second face-off this weekend against Polar Select. Got the YouTube feed back up and running, so happy about that. If you missed us yesterday, we ended up with a tie against this team. Yesterday was our second time playing this team. The first time we lost 2-0. And yesterday's game was really the story of really three different individual games. The first period, the second period, and the third period. First period, the Raptors got outplayed and were down by 1 going into the second, but outscored Polar 4-0 in the second period to take a 4-1 lead going into the third. But there was still a lot of hockey to be played, and Polar came back with a vengeance. The game ended with a 4-4 tie, and saw a lot of action on a lot of fronts. We had a couple of injuries, really only one injury. We had Bledsoe out, but that was not an injury. Sidney White got injured yesterday. His wrist is the victim of a really hard shot gloved down by a sound defenseman. So he's going to be out for a week or so with his wrist injury today. We saw a couple of physical altercations. Game riddled with penalties, but we saw some good goals too. Nice mid-slot goal by Cammers. Great goal by Soden. Jack Silcott with another mid-slot snipe off of a great assist. And then, White put one in from the blue line. It's debatable. It looks like maybe Silcott deflected that one down in yesterday. Either way, White's goal, Silcott's goal, doesn't matter. It was a good shot and a good team play as Shabbat fed it over to White for that good hard shot from the blue line. Hopefully we can get some of that going again early today. There's one thing the Raptors have learned against this team: they have to take them seriously. This team being a conglomeration of some of the best talent from the Polar House Hockey League, all kind of smushed together into one team. They got some big players, they got some fast players. They're not afraid to be physical. I got it. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. Bledsoe back on the ice today. Emma Russell in net. Shavit lines up with Bledsoe and Snyder on this line one with Moore and Soden back on defense. And we're underway. Polar, first zone entry. Great back check there by Soden. Break up that play. Looks up for Bledsoe. Bledsoe and Shavit working that puck, but it's coming back the other way now. Good hard shot from a really tough angle there by Polar. Moore. Oh, to Snyder. Snyder looks at his options, eventually goes for Shavit. Shavit. Oh, man. That lateral skating there. He was just shy of the blue line. And looks like it was Bledsoe that got cut off sides. Seguin, Slater back on defense. Hernandez taking this face off with Quimby and Schulteis. Oh, cross. What was that about? Well, good attack there, good forecheck and good pressure. We got the puck, and then they called offsides. I don't think he was offsides. Hit there by Slater. Oh, right idea by Hernandez to get that puck into the zone, but I think it was just a little high. Went up into the netting. Now Polar coming back this way. Good defensive play on the puck there by Seguin. Seguin comes away with it. Uh-oh. Polar turns and fires one after they get that puck back. So this kid for Polar, what's his last name here? Amaretto, something like that? Good hard shot. Munaretti. It's a fun last name to say. Munaretti. Munaretti. Yeah. Flood in the corner. Centers one right to the middle for the opposing team. Luckily, Raptors have Cammers, gets there and gets it out of the zone. Silcott pinches, gets bit. And Polar sends it in. Nobody there to chase. Silcott controls the puck behind the net. Sends it up and around to Cammers. Cammers, good job controlling that puck. Gets it. Oh, looking for Flood. Come on, get back on sides, boys. Silcott had time and space there, but everybody was off sides. Here we go. Back to line one. Shabbat, Bledsoe, Snyder. Got Ezel and Jenkins, fourth line D. Shabbat controls the puck, looks over to Snyder. Couldn't get that shot off though. And now they send it around for Jenkins on the point. Polar comes away with it. Going up on the right side here. Good back check by Jenkins. Offsides. Back in the defensive zone, Ezel in the corner. Goes strong side up to Snyder. Polar's there to pick it off. Send one in on net. Russell makes the save. I'd like to see the defenseman use the weak side of the ice a little more to get it out of the zone. You keep jamming that puck up the strong side, results in a turnover. Looks like we got another penalty on Snyder here. This is going to be a tripping on Snyder. So the Polar team is going to go on the power play. Here with 12 minutes left in the first period. No score yet. Polar with momentum up the right side, 3-on-1. No pass though, and more. Great job blocking that shot. Polar had two players to the left, right in the slot, and no passes. So this time though, they turn and fire one. Russell appears to make the save, but that puck trickles in the corner. I think that was our friend Muccinetti or something. Murinetto. So just like that, Raptors are down 1-0. Good shot there by Soden. Kind of ping pongs around. Here we go. Hernandez. 3-on-2. Into the zone. Let's see what we got. Nothing. No pass. Hard shot on net. Gets deflected wide. Love to see some passing on a 3-on-2 man advantage there. I know they practiced that quite a bit. Soden behind the net. Looks up. Sends it up the ice. I think he's looking for Quimby on that one, but Polar comes away with it. They send it back to Soden, and then they add some pressure. But that puck deflects up into the Raptors bench. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. We're playing Prince. All you Prince fans. Uh-oh. Good hard shot by Polar. Rebound, save, save again. Great job by Russell making saves on two really hard attack opportunities there by Polar. Polar puts it in the corner there. Uh-oh, Slater looks up to Snyder. Snyder's trying to get it to Shabbat, puts it right off his feet. And that puck stays in the zone. And now the Raptors skating it out of the zone as Seguin looks up to Snyder. I think he had enough momentum to keep skating it himself. But nonetheless, we're able to get it up the ice and get it on net. Saved by the goalie. Shabbat lines up. Bledsoe to his left and Snyder to the right. Sega and Slater back on D. Polar sends this one up the ice. We got a foot race here. Sega gets there. Reverses the puck. Looks up the ice to Bledsoe. Bledsoe Up to Snyder. Snyder loses control. Good back check by Polar, adding pressure. And now Shabbat in the middle of the ice. Controls it, right to left. Gets stuck in the corner now. Looking for his options. He's got Snyder right in front of the net. Snyder with a good hard shot, but that goalie was a little quicker. Good reaction by the goalie to slide over and make that save. Like to see that puck movement though. And now we got Flood, Cameras and Saunders, Jenkins and Silcott. And here goes Jenkins being chased down by big boy Harrison, number 44 on the bad guys. Silcott chips it up to Saunders. Saunders up to Flood. I don't think he got a blade on that one, but that was a good look. He had momentum. That puck was about an inch or two off of his blade. If he had just deflected that a little bit, it would not have been a icing, but didn't quite sync up on that one. Polar controls the puck to their D-man, and then they lose it. And it comes out of the zone. They get a fresh entry. Jenkins over to Silcott. Silcott's got some time. He's screaming up the ice on the right side. Makes a move left to right. Probably could have passed that one. But good job getting it into the zone deep there. Saunders over to Cameras. Cameras sends one on and goes for a change. Polar now coming this way. Jenkins chips one up the ice. Allows him to go for a change. And Quimby steps in, loses it, and we got Polar coming back this way. Good hard shot by number 11, Page for Polar. He got a nice goal yesterday. Pass is intercepted there. Silcott gets it and chips it up the ice to Quimby. Quimby throws a good hit there. And Hernandez comes away with it. Right side, turns and fires one wide of the net. Defense isn't there yet. Moore just hops on the ice. Good back check there by Schultz. Moore, D-to-D pass over to Ezel. Ezel looking up to Hernandez. Deflects that one into the zone. And Polar's going to ice the puck to get a breather. So a good sequence there for the last 2 or 3 minutes of some good back and forth hockey. Raptors unable to get on the board yet, but their awareness of each other and where they are on the ice seems to be improving as this first period continues. Whoa! Polar sends that puck, looking to shoot it off the glass, but it sails high up into the rafters. Shabbat lines up with Bledsoe to his left and Snyder to the right. Soden and Morsey back on defense. Bledsoe turns and fires one. Deflects right into the mid slot. Snyder couldn't get a shot off. But there was a potential scoring opportunity there for the Raptors. Soden with the puck. Sends it up to the defender there, Polar. And they send it into the zone. Soden battling in the corner. Raptors. Oh! Defender takes a good shot on net. Not a problem for Russell. She could see that thing all the way in from the blue line. Oh, Polar makes a move. Shot saved by Russell. Send another one in wide. And another one. Raptors need to get on this puck. They're getting a little bunched up. Good job by Slater there to use some physical contact. Get that puck back. Here comes Polar. Left to right. Good poke check there by Slater. That goes over to Saunders, and then right up the middle of the cameras. I like the puck movement, even though we didn't quite land it. The heads-up awareness of their positions seems to be working pretty good right now. Cameras on it. Uh-oh, he just backhands that one up to the defense. Hard shot, sails wide. And Saunders sends it up the ice, hoping for Flood. Slater, our defender, way up high. Ooh, we got lucky there. Here comes Saunders now. Up to Flood. Flood goes and chase this one in the corner. Silcott comes away with it as the Raptors reset. Get out of the zone, boys. Here we go. Snyder. Oh! Uh-oh, looks like Flood lost his stick. Snyder made a move on the blue line. Couldn't get it over, and Flood lost his stick. He had to chase it into the zone. That's going to be offsides. Mendez chases this one. Polar sends it up and out. Russell plays it. Jenkins in the corner. Polar gets it, sends it in on Russell. Save. Yeah, she probably could have let that one go, but Polar had quite a bit of momentum, and there's a risk there they would have called off the icing. They would have gotten possession, so probably a smart play by Russell. Go ahead and play that puck. Silcott chips one up to Quimby. Quimby, middle of the ice, goes to the left. Gets around the defender. He's got it in the corner. Looks to center it. Ooh, he goes down. Polar comes away with it. They send it right to the point. Jenkins loses it on the point. Schulteis on the blue line sends one in. Goes wide. Quimby chips one to Hernandez, who puts it on net, but that's a save by the Polar goalie. Polar goalie. Sounds like the rural juror. The Polar goalie. Raptors go for a change. Back to Shabbat, Snyder, Bledsoe again. Silcott, Jenkins back on defense. This one comes out to Silcott. He turns and fires one. That goes right into Snyder, actually, just left of the net. Now Jenkins puts one in. Oh! That gets deflected and trickles right in front of the net. Bledsoe couldn't settle it and get a shot off. Silcott holds the point, and it comes back this way. No icing. Jenkins chases it into the corner. Shabbat jumps in there to help him out. A puck battle ensues. And that puck is not going anywhere. They are right there on the Zamboni doors. And that's a tough spot for that puck to get locked up. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, and there's no broken sticks. Shabbat adds pressure. Snyder centers one up to Bledsoe. Polar comes away with it. Ezel pinches in, keeps that puck in the zone, but eventually it comes out. Jenkins now back on D, looks up to the strong side again. And Polar tries to center one. Good job by Raptors, cut off the passing lane. And Jenkins again in the corner, battling for the puck. Flood comes out away with it now. On the point. They're out of the zone. Add pressure, boys. Yeah, when they're caught like that, we got to add pressure. They had the puck, and they still had a man in the zone. We gave them too much time. Play the puck, boys. Let's go. Play the game. Jenkins threw a hit there, which arguably was a high hit, but no call. I think he stopped playing thinking that there was going to be a call or something, but it was not. So a little more loose today, letting him play compared to yesterday. Shabbat with the puck on the right side. Gets his own entry and turns and fires one. Blocker save into the corner. Play the puck, boys. 1:38 left in the first period. Still 1-0 in favor of Pollard. Moore holds the point twice. Man, good pass up to Saunders, who was looking for Schulteis. That almost came together. So just over a minute here. Pollard controls the puck in their offensive zone. Uh-oh. They had a man parked in front of the net. Big boy, number 44, backhands one. Just wide. We got to watch that guy and put a body on him. He's big and he's in position to do some damage. 2-on-1. Schulteis and Saunders. Schulteis up the ice. He kind of loses it as that puck kind of slowly trickles in toward the goalie. The goalie makes an easy save. So again, another man advantage without opening up the ice and making some good passing. Seguin turns and fires one on net, saved into the corner. 45 seconds left in the first period. Now Sega chases this one down. Quimby comes away with it. Hernandez battles for it. Pollard with the puck. They send one into the zone. 20 seconds left. 22 seconds, sorry. There we go. We got a puck race. Down to the other end. Hernandez, almost gets there. He doesn't. 13 seconds left in the first. Sega chases this one deep into the corner and sends it around, hoping time is going to expire. It looks like it is. So the Raptors down one after the first period. Very good. I'm curious to see the data. I don't think you're the only one doing that. I don't think you're the only one doing it. I'd love to see the data. Line one back on the ice to start this second period. Bledsoe sends one over to the middle of the ice. Snyder's there to pick it up. Tries to center one over to Shabbat. Polar comes away with it. Moore adding pressure, keeps that puck in the zone, and now Snyder chasing behind the net. Centers one. Bledsoe over to Shabbat, right to his feet, and he tries to kick it to his blade. He's unsuccessful. And now we got Moore right in front of us. Takes a nasty hit right in the boards. Slow to get up. And Noah Moore comes off the ice here after going head first into the boards right in front of us, right below the camera. So Coach Flood's talking to him. He's on the bench. We'll see how he's doing, and we'll track that. Polar with a, couple of good looks there, and unable to capitalize. But definitely need to ramp up the defense here. Now we got Seguin coming away with it, one-on-one. Oh, he loses that one in the offensive zone. Nobody's there as Polar gets the puck and then loses it themselves, but we didn't have F2 in position to gobble that one up. Eventually it kind of trickles toward the goalie and they make a save. But quite a sequence of a couple of scoring opportunities there, for 2 for Polar and then 1 for the Raptors. Both teams unable to come away with an extra point though. Flood at center. Saunders to his right, Cammers to his left. He's got Silcott and Slater back on D. This one goes around to Cammers. Cammers decides to keep it in the corner, and now it comes up to the point. Silcott backhands one back into the zone, and it eventually trickles out there. Cammers back to Slater. Slater looks up to the neutral zone. They've got a man off sides, and Raptors didn't add any pressure, allowing them to come on in. They shoot it and it goes over the net, thankfully. So Raptors need to take advantage of that situation when Polar's got the puck and they've got a man off sides. That's go time. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Collapse on him. Here we go. Flood wins this one forward. Can't get there in time. Polar controls it up the left side of the ice. Open ice hit there by Slater. No call. And now Silcott with the puck. Goes off the glass up to Cammers. And then now we got Polar with the puck. Centering one. They turn and fire one. Blocker saved by Russell. Slater battles in the corner. Flood jumps in to help him out, and this one kicks to the other side of the ice for Cammers. Cammers looking at his options, decides to go cross ice to Saunders. Saunders to the middle to Flood. Flood tries to get it into a scoring position, but both Flood and Cammers kind of whiff on their scoring opportunities there, but they had a couple of good looks. Silcott shifts it up again to Cammers. Cammers backhands one in the middle, looking for Saunders, but Polar intercepts that pass. And now we're coming back this way. Slater. Right here, guys, right here. He's offsides. Oh, man. Now they're going to blow the whistle on the offsides. I'm not sure how loud it is when I yell into the phone like that. I hope you guys don't have me on high volume at your house. The surround sound shaking the house at 9 a.m. when I yell. My bad. All right, Hernandez. Schulteis to the right, Quimby to the left. Jenkins back on D with Ezel. Ezel controls it in the zone and looks up to Hernandez. He's got him right in front of the camera. And Polar sends this one down the ice to Russell. That one's on net. Jenkins picks it up. And Jenkins sends one up and out of the zone. Polar brings it back this way. Ezel now working the puck, trying to find an option. There we go. Good pressure by the Raptors. Quimby now with the puck. Over to Hernandez. Hernandez couldn't get a shot off. Good poke check by Polar there to break up that opportunity for a shot by Hernandez. Now Polar coming back the other way, 2-on-4. And they skate it to the middle of the ice and get a shot off. Glove down by Russell. Shabbat with the puck. Oh, couldn't get it around the defenseman. Now Ezel battles in the corner, now behind the net. And Bledsoe, wow, he's caught watching it. A couple more strides, he'd have gotten there. That puck comes out of the zone. Add pressure. There you go, good forecheck. That's all you need, guys. Make them make a bad decision. There we go. And Polar's able to control it up on the right side. They got a 2-on-1 against Ezel. They center it. Pass deflects off the blade of their left winger. So the Raptors dodge a bullet there. Coming back this way, Bledsoe gets tripped. Shabbat comes away with it, goes far down with a backhand goal. So great combination there by Bledsoe, entering the zone, getting tripped, but getting that puck over to Shabbat, who's able to go cross net, left to right, bar down with a backhander. Beautiful goal by Shabbat to make this a 1-1 game. That's a nice goal. Soden in the corner of our own zone. Loses it. Uh-oh, Polar mid-slot. Backhands one. That one sails over the net. And now we got that puck. Gets sent up and out of the zone. That's going to be icing. It was a delayed penalty, but then we got a goal, so it's pretty good. Alright, defensive zone face-off. Polar comes away with it. Good hard shot on Russell. Right to her chest. She's able to save that one right down into her glove. Polar centers one. Soden is there to help break it up. And then Soden comes away with it. Soden left side of the ice over to Saunders. Saunders centers one to Cammers. Couldn't really control that, so that goes back over to Saunders. But now Polar intercepts the pass, and they're coming back this way. Good back check by Soden. Kicks that puck up to Quimby. Soden holds the point. Nice play by Soden. A good sequence of his time on the ice this shift. Hernandez with the puck. Turns and fires one. It gets blocked. Moore working to keep it in the zone. Schulteis comes away with it. Schulteis sends a shot right into the glove of the goalie. So good save by the goalie, and the Raptors defense goes for a change. Slater and Seguin back on D. We got Hernandez, Schulteis, and Quimby on the offensive side of the puck. Hernandez lines up. Wins this one back to Schulteis. Schulteis sends one wide. Good job by Quimby behind the net to pick that puck up and center it for Hernandez. But a good save by the goalie. And then a shot by Slater. Looks like it gets deflected up and out. What, seconds? What's that? Oh, yeah, thanks. Polar loses the puck. Hernandez and Seguin add pressure there to get it out of the zone, and now Quimby sends it up the ice. Polar's got time. Uh-oh. Now we got a 2-on-1 coming back this way. Good defense by Seguin. No shot opportunity for Polar. And here we got Quimby, Schulteis, and Slater with a zone entry. Slater gets back on D as Hernandez joins the fun. Slater comes away with it. He's got the puck, makes a move, backhand right to the middle. Oh, Quimby takes a hit from behind. No call on that one. Maybe that was Schulteis. Sorry, Schulteis took that hit. And a few words exchanged here between Schulteis and number 7 with the Polar Bears. All right, Shabbat, Snyder, Bledsoe on the ice. We got Silcott and Jenkins back on D. Oh, they send one over to the point, but Jenkins is out of the zone. I like them using their defense, though. It's a good recipe for puck movement, opening up the ice and using their D. Shabbat. Snyder makes a move, turns and fires one. That sails just wide of the net. Jenkins puts one into the slot. Shabbat comes away with it. He's got time. He's skating it back into the corner. Looks behind the net for Bledsoe. Bledsoe gets pinned against the boards. And now, what do we got here? All right, neutral zone. Snyder chips it up, looking for Bledsoe. Shabbat's got it now. He makes a move, loses it. So Raptors need to spread out a little bit, control the puck. Here we go. One on. There you go. You gotta hustle, though. You gotta hustle. Bledsoe with the puck. Makes a move. Backhands one right into the middle of the slot, and Snyder's there to try to get a blade on it and chip it up and in, but goalie makes a save. All right, Flood at center. He's got Saunders and cameras with him. Silcott and Ezel back on defense. This one comes out of the zone. Ezel is chasing it back into the corner. Puck is on net. Russell makes the save and freezes it. Polar takes a shot from the high slot. Silcott comes away with it, looks at his options, decides to go off the boards, up to Saunders, but it goes right to the point. And, man, Polar controls the puck here. 44, big boy with a puck, good hard shot. sails wide. All the way down the ice with that missed shot off the glass. Shows how much power it had. And here we go. They're coming in again. Sokot pushes them out to the corner. Makes them take a weak shot. It sails wide. Now they got one at the point. Wide again. Sokot pinches in. Saunders goes cross ice with it. Cammers adds pressure. Offsides. Shoden back in our zone. Uses the boards, looking for Schulteis. Schulteis comes away with it. Schulteis and Quimby together. Good hard shot by Quimby. Sails just over the net. Hernandez. Oh, look at this, look at this. Quimby with the puck. Oh, good hard shot there. Actually was deflected off the stick of Poehler. And then sat in the crease for a good second while the goalie couldn't get there. But we didn't have anybody there to poke it in. So, good play though. Good offensive attack by the Raptors. 3:20 left in this second period. 1-1 is the score. Moore looks at his options, decides to go off the glass. But again, there's no glass right in front of the bench. So, that one goes right into the coach's lap. And we're going to have a defensive zone face-off. Moore battles behind the net. Chips it up to Quimby. Quimby, left side of the ice. He's got Schulteis in the middle. He finds him. Schulteis now. 1-on-3, decides to go ahead and get that shot off right into the glove of the goalie. Not much you can do in a 1-on-3 situation, even if it is in the middle of the ice. Maybe skate wide a little bit, buy yourself some time to get your teammates to catch up. I don't know. Shabbat, Snyder, Bledsoe on the ice again. Slater, Seguin. Back on D. And Seguin out of the zone, looks D to D over to Slater. Slater quickly pops it up to Snyder, who backhands one over to Shabbat. Shabbat, middle of the ice, looking for Bledsoe. Couldn't get the pass off, and now we got a one-on-one. Oh, man, that was a bad play on the puck by Slater. Unfortunately there, he clearly was going for the player and not the puck. He wants to argue with the ref, too, but that was pretty obvious. Pretty obvious penalty there on Slater. So with that, Poehler's back on the power play. Need a skater, guys. On the ice. Miscommunication there. Oh yeah, we got a power play. Oh, I'm sorry, a penalty kill here. Defend off. Shabbat with the puck. Moves it from the center over to the left side of the ice. Looks to go into the corner and then center one for Bledsoe, but Bledsoe wasn't there. And a good job by the Raptors to hold the point and keep that puck in the zone. Seguin with the puck now. Skates it behind the net. The clock is your friend at this point, boys. Oh, Shabbat uses his foot, but accidentally, inadvertently keeps that puck in the zone. All right, we got a kill line here of Schulteis, Quimby, Silcott, and Ezel. Let's see what we can do with this one. Oh, good hard shot. Russell makes the save. Nobody's skating in for the puck. Let's go, boys. Move your feet. Harrison shoots one, that big boy from the Polar team. Sails wide. No, come on. You can't call that from there. Boo, I don't like that one. Yeah, they called it tripping there on Ezel. He called that from way over here. I disagree with that call. That's going to give Polar a 5-on-3 advantage here for a full minute. And Polar calls a timeout so they can set something up for this power play. I wonder why the ref that was right next to it didn't call it, but the one that's way over here on the red line made that call. Very interesting. All right, we'll see what Polar came up with in that timeout as they probably stacked the lines here with their best 5, and they're trying to set up something on this 5-on-3 opportunity. On the ice for the Raptors, Soden, Schulteis, and Moore. 3 players who were going to do a good job of chasing down the puck and making good decisions with it. Soden gets the puck over the red line. He tries to skate it in. On a 5-on-3, I think a better opportunity there would be to go ahead and send it deep into the zone to buy some more time. Polar with a shot on net, and Russell makes the save. All right, Seguin, Shabbat, and Moore. I like it. 22 seconds left of the 5-on-3. And Seguin chips one up the ice. On net, that's not going to be icing. So a good job by Seguin to help kill off some of this time. And now Polar with momentum, bringing that puck in the right side of the zone. Seguin's there to pick it up, and Moore helps him out. Moore chips it up to the point. Hard shot right into the chest of Russell. Seguin comes away with it. Seguin looking to work that puck out of the zone. Shabbat comes in, helps him out. Uh-oh, now Polar's got a shot from the high slot. Thankfully, that one sails wide. We're at 5-on-4 hockey here in favor of Polar for about 43 seconds. Here we go, Bledsoe and Moore. I didn't realize the clock was winding down, but it was. We just had a 2-on-1 opportunity there that we couldn't capitalize on because the clock was winding down, but hey, it is what it is. So 40 seconds left on the power play for Polar. Let me actually get my clock right here so you can see that there's a power play. My bad. There you go. Hopefully you can see that now. All right. So 40 seconds left on the power play for Polar. We got a 1-1 game after 2 periods. So a little different game than yesterday, a lot more even as far as period to period. Nonetheless, we have a tie game in the third. Cold. All right, 4 on the ice. Hernandez, Schulteis, Slater, and Seguin. Polar gets to a 5th man. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. Here we go. Oh, good stick there by Schulteis, breaking up that pass. Eventually, Polar was able to get it into the zone. Slater chips one up to the point. Oh, they can't hold the point, and they lose it. I like that. Buys us some time. Oh, pass intercepted by Hernandez. And it's nice for the Raptors to control the puck on our penalty kill. 7 seconds left. Good job by the Raptors cutting off the passing lanes in order to keep the puck out of the possession of Polar during that power play. This is a shortened third period here. They only had 13 minutes on the clock, so I'll fix that in a second. Schulteis, drop pass to Hernandez. That one goes off the pad of the goalie. Seguin up to Schulteis. He couldn't control that pass. And now, the big boy, 44, sends it on net. It gets deflected. And the Raptors battling for it, trying to get it out of the zone. They do. Puck is down by the Polar bench. And then now, stretch pass up the ice. No icing, as Slater was pretty close and probably could have gotten to that one. I love seeing them do that. It's like they stop playing the puck and suddenly start choosing to play the player. All right, good hard shot by big boy, number 44, saved by Russell. We'll get our clock fixed here. Only 11 minutes and 22 seconds left here in this third. 1-1 game. Back to full strength hockey now. We got line 3. So Flood, Cammers, Saunders, Slater, and Seguin. Seguin, good move on the puck. Gets it out of the zone. Seguin picks it up again. 4-on-2. Coming back this way. Seguin takes it himself on the right side. Goes laterally, turns and fires one. Again, no pass on the odd man advantage. Something the Raptors probably should work on a little bit with their drills. Saunders in the corner. Loses it. Polar centers one, but Seguin is there to break it up. And Slater now looks up the ice. He's got Flood. Oh, off the skates of Flood. And it stays in the zone. So Sega chips it over to Slater. Slater off the boards. Decides to go to the side of the ice with the 2 Polar defenders. And eventually, though, it comes out to Cammers. Cammers to Saunders. Saunders adds pressure. Gets one on net. Saved by the goalie. Good heads up forecheck there by Saunders. Hey, nice pressure, boys. Shabbat, Bledsoe, Snyder, Jenkins, and Silcott. Jenkins trying to get a shot off, and now we got almost on a 2-on-1. Silcott's there to poke it back into the zone. Bledsoe centers one, looking for Shabbat. Pass is cut off, though. Oh, Silcott loses it on the point. And Polar with a breakaway opportunity. They turn and backhand one, saved by Russell. So the Raptors dodge a bullet there. And then Silcott is there to tip that one out of the zone. That's going to be an icing, but that's okay after that scoring opportunity by Polar and that breakaway by number 11, that kid Page. He's fast. Great job by Russell making that save and Silcott for hustling back. Defense. This one was 13. All right. Shot from the point, saved by Russell. Line 2, Hernandez, Schulteis, and Quimby on the ice with Jenkins and Ezel. Quimby goes hard at the puck, takes a hit, stays on his feet, and now he controls the puck on the left side of the ice. Looking for Hernandez, who gets it over the red line and sends it deep. Schulteis looking for some action on the point, sends it up to Jenkins, but that pass is intercepted, and now we got Ezel punching it back toward the zone. Polar comes away with it though, shot, saved by Russell, drops down in the crease, but then she falls on it. A lot of these players skating with their mouth guards kind of dangling from the face mask. These refs aren't really hard on that this game. They probably should be. So, good shot deflected into a dangerous area of the ice where the Polar left wing was there. So he put one on net, saved by Russell, and now they're trying to control it back behind the goal line. Moore sends it up and out. Good play by Moore, realizing that their defenseman was not on point. And he sends that one out of the zone. Good job by Hernandez, holding the point there, keeping that puck in the zone. As Quimby looks for Hernandez, and they couldn't settle that puck. So now right in front of the camera, we got a battle for the puck. Right to left, left to right, right to left. Here we go. Quimby back behind the net. Sends one up to the point. Big boy is there, and he fires one. Saved by Russell. So a much cleaner game, a lot less penalty box time for both teams today than yesterday. And I'll be honest, coming down the stretch here, that might be what makes the difference in this game. If the Raptors can stay out of the box and not make any dumb penalties, then we may be able to hold off this team and finish on the bright side of things here. Raptors defending off of a good hard shot there by Polar. And Seguin chips it up to Cammers. That one comes down the ice. And Cammers and Saunders both on the forecheck. Stretch pass up the ice. Sega over to Slater. Slater up to Saunders, who He chipped it over to the boards. I think he thought that Slater was going to scream in there on the boards, but he didn't. So now Slater back over to Saunders, and Cameron is going to be offsides on the left side of the ice. Line one back on the ice for the Raptors. Shabbat, Snyder, Bledsoe with Sega. And Slater stays on. Polar controlling the puck in the neutral zone. They get a clean entry. Shabbat with the puck. Looks up to Bledsoe. Gets it behind him. Good transition skating by Bledsoe to keep that puck on his blade. Goes to make one move. If he had that move, he would have had an open 1-on-0 opportunity there, but Polar was able to break it up. So now we're going to call a slashing. Looks like another one on maybe Snyder here. Yep, Snyder going back to the box. 6:09 left, and then we're going to have another power play for Polar. I think Polar is what, 1 for 2 on power plays today? So hopefully this isn't the dagger. Shabbat up to Bledsoe. Bledsoe again. Good skating. Sends that one into the zone. Raptors being very cautious here, as they should be, with their positioning. Soden, good job breaking up that entry. Shabbat's there to rim it around. Moore plays it. Bledsoe comes in to help out and then sends it down the ice again. This one's a little more obvious, and that's going to be an icing. Nice little subtle chip up the ice. May have been a better play on that puck. Really tough though with that speed and with that pressure to try to think about the exact amount of energy you want to put on that puck coming out of the zone. It's not happening at one time. Moore looks up to Schulteis. Polar's able to keep that puck in the zone. Soden with some physical play on the boards. And now he's able to skate it out up to Schulteis. Schulteis over the red line. And that goes right to Polar. 1 minute left on this power play for Polar. They enter the zone on the left side. Moore is there to add pressure. And then they center it to nobody at all. Swing and a miss on that one-timer from the left D-man. And, oh, good stick by Hernandez to poke that one away from their attacker. Good hustle by Polar. They're able to get that puck into a middle of the ice position. Try to get a shot off, but it sails wide. They got a man parked in front of the net. Blake's got to watch him. And now, with that play, Schulteis coming down the ice. He's got Hernandez. He centers one, but we couldn't settle that. And we pass it out of the zone. Sega cross ice to Schulteis, who deflects it, really just sends it right into the corner. Polar goes for a change, and there's only 4 seconds left here on their power play. So 3-2-1. Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Their big man enters the zone, takes a hard shot. So good job by the Raptors to kill off that power play. Slater with the puck. Looks up to Bledsoe. Bledsoe to Schulteis. Schulteis makes a move left to right. Centers one to Bledsoe, who had an opportunity at a one-timer. He's going to want that one back because he whiffed on a one-timer with an open net. It happens. Oh, Slater buries one. That puck chips out to Slater, who sends one on net. And that goes in. That's going to be a good, clean goal from the right defenseman, Liam Slater, to make this a 2-1 game. And the Raptors call a timeout. with 3:36 left.
That's not what? Really?
Huh?
24 hours.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I know. I've been there. Thanks. We had an amazing game yesterday. And today, we had some nice.
I'll tell you in a minute. And Jenkins with a kind of a dumb retaliation penalty here. They're going to call roughing on Jenkins as both players were down right here in front of the camera. And Jenkins kind of turned and cold clocked him. So Coach Flood over here on the bench yelling at his team, telling them to stop getting penalties. That's going to cost us the game if we're not careful. So again, the Raptors are on a kill. All right, Shabbat reverses that one. 2:42 left in this match. Good hit by Snyder there. Polar controls the puck up the ice. Snyder's the single man on the forecheck. That's a good move. Moore with the puck. Oh, looking to deflect it up and out of the zone, but puck doesn't quite get there. Polar tries to center it. Moore, this time with some juice on it. And Snyder battles for it in the corner. And he's able, or on the point, he's able to kick it out of the zone. Empty net situation for Polar. Raptors have a chance here. I was looking at the net. I didn't see. It must have been a offsides. So, empty net situation here. Power play also. So we got 6-on-4 hockey in favor of the Polar Bears. That puck screams up the ice. It's not going to go in the net. I think that was Hernandez that sent one. Schulteis on the forecheck. So 1:32 left, and Polar controls the puck again into the zone. They turn and fire one. Hernandez with a good stick deflects that one into the corner. Oh, here we go. Schulteis with the puck. He's got an empty net. Can he get it off? Oh, he does, but it deflects off the skate of their defenseman and goes wide of the net. So Quimby now with the puck. He loses it, and then we got Polar sending it back down the ice here. Schwader, 1 minute to go with the puck. Centers one over to Schulteis, then to Quimby. And now Polar is trying to use the neutral zone here to reset. They got 35 seconds to do something. And finally, we get one on net. That's going to be Hernandez with the empty netter. So with that, the Raptors go up 3-1 with 38 seconds left. Interesting tidbit here. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. If this game ends with a 2-goal advantage to the Raptors, that'll mean that Polar beat us by 2, and then we tied them, and then we beat them by 2. So basically even against this Polar team for the season. So 10 seconds left in this game. My clock is slightly off. And that's going to do it. And that's the case. Raptors come away with a 2-goal victory in this game. And with that, they effectively have a goal differential of 0 against this Polar team for this season, having lost the first game by 2, tied the second game, and then won the third game by 2. Good, hard-fought match. And with those late penalties, it's good to see the Raptors able to play through it and come out with a win. All right, that'll do it for these 2 games from Wake Forest this weekend. Raptors are going to be in Lynchburg next weekend. I'm not sure what the filming situation is going to be. I'm not going to be there, so maybe we'll get somebody to film it on Facebook or potentially drop a link on YouTube. Everybody have a good week. There's some dicey weather coming in this afternoon, so stay off the roads, stay safe, go home, make a bowl of chili, watch some football.